Namaskar to all. I am Dr. Anubha Jain, Senior Journalist with ETV Bharat. And on the special occasion of Women's Day, we are honored to speak with renowned aerospace engineer Dr. Tessie Thomas, one of India's most distinguished scientists and a pioneering force in the country's missile program. Popularly known as the Missile Women of India, she has played a key role strengthening India's strategic defense capabilities. As a former Director General of Aeronautics System at DRDO, her journey reflects determination, leadership and scientific excellence. Having served as Project Director for Agni 4 and 5 ballistic missile at DRDO, her leadership helped advance India's long-range missile capability. Welcome to ETV, ma'am.
Thank you. Good morning.
So, ma'am, on Women's Day, we celebrate icons and trailblazers. But before the headlines and honors, who was Tessie Thomas? What early influences and experiences shaped your curiosity and set you on the path forward science?
Yeah, if you think I'm a little girl from Alleppey with a lot of curiosity to know about the science, looking at the rocket from the Tumba rocket launching station. So the curiosity to learn about the mathematics, science was very much there as a child. So that has given me the opportunity to go for the engineering. So after doing an engineering graduate, came up for the missile technology course and then got into this field of missile technology.
Okay. So growing up in Kerala in 70s, were you aware that you were stepping into what was largely seen as male domain? Or were you simply guided by your curiosity, or it was a calling, passion for science?
Yeah, definitely passion for science was there, and could do engineering in those years. That gave me the opportunity to apply for the DRDO sponsored course that made me into this field. I mean, while doing engineering and all, it was not known that we will be getting into this field or so, but always eager to know more science and science application. That was in my mind, and that's why I applied for this missile technology course and got into.
Okay. So, by taking that forward, how did your parents shape and nurture your academic ambitions at a time when a few girls were encouraged, to pursue engineering? And in this male chauvinist society, and what support system enabled you to sustain and thrive in such a demanding career?
Being in Kerala, we give lot of importance to education, and my parents too. They also felt that I got qualified for the engineering course, so they let me go for that. And of course, the curiosity, the logical thinking about how things are happening, this has shaped me into taking this forward.
Okay, right. So, ma'am, you led Agni 4, Agni 5 missile projects, technologies of enormous national significance. So, how do you cope with psychological weight of such immense responsibility?
Yeah, it's a responsibility, it's a national responsibility for strategic systems, where we understand what we are on to, and then it's for building the nation's national security and all. So which gives us and we joined a time when India was into a developing technologies. So it gave us the opportunity to build self-reliant indigenous systems for a country, where decision making and dedicated commitment towards working for this class of systems. Challenge was to develop technology, design, development, testing, and proving the whole life cycle of the system. So that is the challenges of this class of systems.
Right. So building on that, at a time when India is successfully testing indigenous air defense systems and showcasing combat readiness during exercises like Vayu Shakti 26, so how critical is self-reliance in missile and air defense technologies to securing India's strategic autonomy in an increasingly contested region?
Yeah, operations like Vayu Shakti and all shows our military preparedness. At the same time, proving our indigenous capability, and strength of a nation is by proving this capability that we have systems of this class. So that matters. Strength respects strength, and always we have to be prepared. It's a global scenario, so we need to be self reliant in all our systems.
Right.
So the ecosystem built for developing these systems is a must, and it's a deterrent for our country.
True. So in that context, if I ask, how do you see India's position evolving in global aerospace and missile technology over the next decade?
Yeah, we have now self-reliance in this class of systems, the aerospace as well as the missile systems. And globally, if you look at what I mentioned, strength respects strength. So we need to have our potential strength in defending our country. And as far as we are at that, we have reached that stage of capability. Then enhancing with advanced technologies like AI-enabled systems, hypersonics, hypersonic vehicles, as well as advanced composite materials, which gives weight reductions and further capabilities, advanced avionics. These are the things which we need to look forward for.
True.
Future.
Exactly. So coming back again to patriarchy, despite meaningful progress, women remain underrepresented in core engineering field. I think you will also feel. So in your view, what subtle or systematic barriers do women in science continue to face even within progressive institutions, and what further changes are needed to create a truly inclusive and equitable ecosystem?
Yeah, today women are coming up in a very representative manner, but there may be some hidden bias within the institutions which has to be taken away, and support systems within the institutions matters a lot. Support system from the family, and what the women have to do, they have to be more knowledgeable and technically sound enough to go ahead in their profession. That's what is required. And then if you are there as a professionalist and a technologist, you will get the, what you call, you will be able to progress the way you need to. Yeah.
So following on what you said, in your view, how can India nurture more women leaders in the field of STEM, and so that they become the norm rather than the exception? And what do you believe mentorship is the crucial link in strengthening women's participation, leadership in STEM fields in India?
Yeah, definitely. Leadership in STEM means we have to be supported largely by the institutional support as well as from the family, and mentorship is one of the part in bringing up the talent in any individual. So it matters. It's a continuous support and your own intuitive spirit in learning things and taking decisions. This leads to you to the leadership roles. Know how and know why of technology has to be known to you. Then you can always master the
very true,
profession.
Yes. So let me now turn to Women's Day again. So we celebrate women scientists on special occasions like Women's Day, but how can we ensure that this visibility leads to meaningful structural change rather than remaining symbolic recognition?
True. We are not looking at any symbolic recognition. It's the work what we do has to be recognized. So there has to be the institutionalized change or the structural change in the mindset of the people around. So that makes the whole difference. And you as an individual has to be focused on your work, and if you have a focused mind to achieve things happen. So that's a way
right,
look
ma'am.
at things.
So changing gears slightly, while balancing leadership role and this complex missile project and motherhood, so how have you navigated these different dimensions of your life? And do you feel that women are often unfairly expected to balance it all, whereas men are, rarely asked to account for the same?
Yeah, it's by nature. I think within our country, the way we are brought up, we tend to take both the loads, the professional load as well as the home front load. It's by nature, it's coming. But things are changing. The understanding of the individual's requirements and professional requirements comes known each other within the family. So there is again the support system matters a lot. and then you can go ahead with your own game. Balancing is taking priority. You may have to prioritize what is required in your life, the children's education, everything matters. So that tendency of trying to balance, and then the support system is there, then you will be able to.
I think it's remain in the DNA of the
Yeah,
females.
it's
to
we
balance.
may have to do more than 100%.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
what it happens. Yeah, but still there are support systems which makes it easier within the family as well as in the institution. So,
Yes, ma'am.
so some planning and things will work out.
Right. So, as a final question, what legacy would you like to leave behind, not only as a scientist, but also as a woman in India's history?
Yeah, it's that if you are determined, then things can happen. So it's your mindset, what I mentioned, the focus mindset to do things. When I joined, it was like technology had to be developed. So there was a lot of efforts. Today, it's knowledge is all around us, and then you can take on that knowledge and then build with the advanced technologies. It's always opportunities are there. It's your own decision to take on and move forward. That's what matters.
That's wonderful, and that's so true, ma'am. And as we celebrate Women's Day, Dr. Tessie Thomas' journey reminds us that courage and commitment can propel dreams beyond boundaries. And her story continues to inspire a generation of young women to aim high, break barrier, and shape the future of science and the nation. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.